Another mythological being, Makar, is shown on the either ends of the pediment. Just across the door, there are small rooms where the images of gods might have been established. From these rooms leads to the centralmost area of the temple, which have 3 shrines and 2 libraries. The central shrine and the one on its south are dedicated to Lord Shiv. The one on the north is dedicated to Lord Vishnu. All the door pediments and lintels on the central as well as those on the southern side depict the various stories of Lord Shiv. Those on the northern side depict the stories of Lord Vishnu as Lord Krishna. On the door pediments of all the shrines are sculpted the gods of their respective directions. Yamraj Dev, the god of death, in south; Varun, the god of water, in west; Kuber, the god of wealth, in north; and Indra, the god of rain, in the east. The central shrines and the libraries are enclosed by a brick wall, the remains of which can be seen. The entry to this main enclosure is through 2 entry doors on the east and the west. In front of eastern door pediment is Bull Nandi, the mount of Lord Shiv. On its door pediment is shown Lord Shiv in his dancing form. He is Nataraj and Natakeshwar. As Natakeshwar and Nataraj, Lord Shiv is the lord of all the dances. All performing arts emanate from him. His numerous hands show different postures for meditation, that is, Dhyan Hastamudra. The Tandav dance of Lord Shiv is the ultimate aesthetic representation of final dissolution of the universe. On its door lintel is shown a god or a deity holding the heads of an elephant and a lion. The deity is headless. Its head has perhaps been stolen. On the western door pediment of the eastern entry door is shown the goddess Parvati in her form of goddess Durga as Mahishasur-Mardini. According to Sri Shiv Puran, the goddess Parvati in the incarnation of goddess Durga ended the life of tyrant demon Mahishasur. She is shown with 8 arms fighting with the help of her lion. The demon is shown in the form of a buffalo tied with snakes. On its door lintel is depicted a god with a horse head holding the heads of 2 Rakshas, the demons. The central area of the temple is full of beautiful buildings carved like ornaments. The doorways are crowned with usual ornate Khmer lintels. The door pediments bear lively relief figures, creating a strong sense of space. The narrative scenes are equally strong. The central shrine is the largest with highest tower. It has crowning tiers and are peopled with deities, each in a halo of fine ornament. The towers of two adjoining sanctuaries are similar in design. Every inch of Banteay Srei is meticulously carved. Truly, it has been called the jewel in the Khmer art. On the western door lintel of the central sanctuary is again shown the abduction of Sita by demon Virad. On the southern door lintel of the central shrine is depicted a single boar, frontally with two archers, placed symmetrically to the center scene. They are Arjun and Lord Shiv in the form of Kirat, the tribal chief. The story is from great Indian epic, the Mahabharata. Arjun appears as an ascetic and a valiant warrior who had the task of re-establishing order on the earth. Pandu, his real father, chose Indra as his godly father to make him gifted with divine power, but still retain his humanity. To be acknowledged as a son of Indra, Arjun had to go through asceticism and penance, during which he was involved in a fight with the Kirat over who had been the first to hit a wild boar with an arrow. The Kirat then reveals his divine identity as Lord Shiv and consecrates Arjun as king by returning his weapons and giving him the absolute weapon so that he can re-establish the Dharma. On the northern door lintel is shown the duel of Vali and Sugriv from Ramayana. The central shrine is decorated at the four corners with high-relief sculptures of youthful devotees called tapasvis and yogis. They are kindly smiling and holding a lance in one hand and a lotus bud in the other. Both are the attributes of Lord Shiv. The entry door of the central shrine is again adorned with Devraj Indra on Airavat, protecting the eastern quarter. It is in this central shrine that the sacred Shivling called Sri Tribhuvan Maheshwar, the great Lord of three worlds, was placed. Today it is not there, but in 967 AD, this sacred Shivling was consecrated by Yagivra